Hello everyone, welcome to our series. This is going to be week number 2 of our series, Building Prosperous Financial Future. Like I promised, our topic for today is what they call the wealth formula. What is wealth formula? It's a simple equation of money plus time plus or minus rate of return minus inflation minus taxes equals wealth. So I'm going to take each topic one by one. Money. You cannot build wealth in a vacuum. You need money to build wealth. So, and that brings up our topic for next week, which is going to be how do you get that money and how do you make sure you are putting money away every month or at any period that you decide to build that wealth. Then we go to time. Time just simply means that the earlier you start investing or putting money away, the more wealth you build. So let's take a scenario of somebody that says, I want to have $1 million in my retirement account at age of 65. And I want to be putting money away every month into a portfolio that returns 8% per annum. So if that person starts earlier, with say 40 years to retirement, which is age of 25, they will only need 286. For somebody that starts 20 years to retirement, that person is going to need 1,697. And somebody that's started 10 years to retirement is going to need 5,466. And for those that start 5 years to retirement, they're going to need a working sum of 13,610. That simply illustrates the power of time. Now you have plus or minus rate of return. So this is just simply saying that the rate of return on your investment could end up becoming a negative, and it could also be a plus. So you need to be conscious of where the financial institutions are investing your money and what is the rate of return. So if you now use the rule of 72, that is, you take 72 and you divide it by the rate of return. So if they are returning 14%, so 4% for example, if the rate of return is 4%, your money will double in 18 years. If you get 8%, it will take 9 years for your money to double. And if you're getting 12%, it will take 6 years for your money to double. As we go on in this series, I'm going to tell you that there are places where you can get between 8 and 12% return in a set fund. So that is the rate of return. So then the next one is inflation. Inflation is called the silent killer of wealth because it erodes the value of money with time. So what you buy with $100 or quantity of goods you buy with $100 5 years ago is not going to be the same thing today. In fact, inflation in Canada is set at 3%, assuming that there is no other debilitating factor that affects or that creates inflation. So again, in 5 years time, your $100 will only be worth $86. So which means you're going to need $116 to buy the same thing or quantity of goods you bought 5 years ago. And in 10 years, your $100 is going to be worth in real time $74. So which means you're going to need $134 to buy the same thing. And in 15 years, your $100 will be worth only $64, and you're going to need $156 to buy what you used to buy. So that means you need to be conscious of what rate of return you are getting. Is it over and above inflation? If not, you are not going to be better than somebody that puts their money under the pillow. And that's why we need to be conscious of inflation when you are considering where you're investing your money. And then the last one, taxes. Tax is real. And in fact, in Canada, they say, two things are sure, debt and taxes. Again, one of our topics is going to be tax strategies and how you can legitimately reduce tax on your return on investment. So that is our topic for today. And next week, we're going to look at money which is part of what we're talking about today. So money